Not all vegetables are your friends. Some of them, hiding in your fridge right now, may be silently working against your health. Especially if you're over 60, we've been taught that vegetables are the safest choice on our plates, the cornerstone of any healthy diet. But what if that trust has been misplaced? What if certain so-called superfoods are actually fueling inflammation, spiking your blood sugar, or interfering with your medications? Imagine following every health rule, loading up on greens, only to discover those very habits are slowly draining your energy, making your joints ache, or worsening digestion. It sounds unbelievable, yet it's the hidden reality for many older adults. As our bodies age, they process food differently. A vegetable that once boosted your health in your 30s might now be the trigger behind your discomfort, or even your next hospital visit. And the most dangerous part, you won't see it coming. These effects are gradual, almost invisible. No warning signs, no labels, just quiet damage, day after day. This isn't about fear, it's about facts. Knowing which vegetables could be working against you is the first step to reclaiming your energy, your comfort, and your confidence at every meal. For seniors, knowing which vegetables to avoid is just as important as knowing which to eat. Certain vegetables, though commonly seen as healthy, can trigger inflammation, digestive discomfort, or interfere with medications when consumed regularly by older adults. These effects aren't always immediate, but over time, they may worsen chronic conditions or reduce quality of life. Understanding the specific risks linked to these foods can help you make better choices every day. In this video, we're uncovering the truth behind 9 vegetables that seniors should avoid, or at least handle with caution. You may be surprised to see a few of your favorites on the list. But once you understand why, your grocery list may never look the same again. 1. Bell peppers. Bell peppers are often praised for their vibrant colors and high vitamin C content, making them a popular choice in salads, stir-fries, and countless home-cooked meals. But for seniors, especially those with digestive issues, bell peppers can quickly shift from helpful to harmful. When eaten raw, their firm texture and compounds can trigger acid reflux by relaxing the lower esophageal sphincter, allowing stomach acid to rise into the throat. This discomfort is more than just occasional heartburn. For seniors dealing with GERD or sensitive digestion, it can lead to persistent pain, disrupted sleep, and reduced appetite. Additionally, bell peppers belong to the nightshade family, which contains alkaloids, natural chemicals that may worsen joint inflammation. For individuals with arthritis, consuming bell peppers regularly could intensify stiffness or pain, especially in the knees or hands. Cooking bell peppers can reduce their acidity and make them easier to digest, but some may still experience discomfort. For those with chronic reflux or joint pain, it may be best to replace bell peppers with milder vegetables like steamed zucchini or roasted carrots, options that are both gentle and just as colorful. 2. Beets. Beets are often celebrated for their earthy sweetness and vibrant color, packed with antioxidants, fiber, and essential minerals. But despite their nutritional profile, beets can pose hidden risks for older adults, especially those managing diabetes or kidney issues. One major concern is their natural sugar content. While it may seem harmless, beets have a surprisingly high glycemic load that can cause blood sugar levels to spike quickly, placing a necessary strain on the body's glucose control. For seniors with insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes, frequent consumption of beets can disrupt blood sugar stability. Equally concerning is their oxalate content, compounds that, in large amounts, contribute to kidney stone formation. For individuals with a history of kidney stones or decreased renal function, eating too many beets may worsen their condition without clear warning signs. Roasting or steaming beets can slightly lower their glycemic impact, but moderation is essential. Diluting beet juice with water or combining beets with high-fiber vegetables may also help buffer their effects. While beets can still be part of a healthy diet, seniors should be mindful of their portion sizes and frequency. Paying attention now can help avoid discomfort, complications, or the risk of turning a health-conscious meal into a hidden hazard. 3. Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are often seen as a powerhouse of nutrition, rich in fiber, vitamin K, and cancer-fighting compounds. But for many seniors, these tiny cabbage-like vegetables can lead to more discomfort than benefit. Their dense fiber content, combined with natural sulfur compounds, makes them difficult to digest, especially for older adults with slower digestive systems. Gas, bloating, and abdominal cramping are common complaints after eating Brussels sprouts. For individuals with irritable bowel syndrome or chronic constipation, these symptoms can become overwhelming. The sulfur compounds, which intensify when cooked, may further irritate the gut, disrupting digestion and increasing discomfort after meals. This doesn't mean Brussels sprouts must be completely off limits, but portion control is key. Cooking them thoroughly can help reduce some of their harsh effects, breaking down fibers and softening the sulfur content. Pairing them with lighter, easier-to-digest foods may also minimize gastrointestinal distress. For seniors aiming to support gut health, while avoiding digestive strain, choosing milder alternatives like steamed carrot, or zucchini may offer similar nutrition without the side effects. Comfort should never be sacrificed for nutrition, especially when both can be achieved with the right approach. 4. Okra. A staple in Southern cuisine, is known for its unique texture and high fiber content. While it's often praised for aiding digestion and supporting heart health, it can also present challenges for older adults. One key issue lies in its high concentration of fructans, carbohydrates that are difficult to break down in the gut. For seniors with sensitive digestion, fructans can trigger bloating, gas, and abdominal discomfort after even a modest serving. In addition, okra's signature slimy texture, which comes from mucilage, can make it hard to chew and swallow, particularly for those with dentures or conditions like dysphagia. This can turn a nutrient-rich vegetable into a frustrating experience at the dinner table. Furthermore, okra contains oxalates, compounds that may contribute to kidney stone formation when consumed in large amounts. These risks don't mean okra must be eliminated entirely, but they do call for careful preparation and moderation. Cooking okra thoroughly can help reduce its sliminess and ease digestion. For those who still struggle with its effects, milder alternatives like green beans or steamed zucchini may offer a more comfortable option. Seniors deserve meals that nourish without discomfort, and sometimes that means choosing the gentler path, even when it means skipping a familiar favorite. 5. Garlic. Garlic has earned a reputation as one of the most powerful natural remedies, praised for lowering blood pressure, boosting immunity, and reducing inflammation. Yet for seniors, especially those taking medication, garlic can be a double-edged sword. Its blood-thinning properties, while beneficial in some cases, may dangerously amplify the effects of anticoagulant drugs like warfarin, increasing the risk of internal bleeding without clear warning signs. Beyond its interaction with medication, raw garlic can be harsh on the digestive system. The sulfur compounds responsible for its potent flavor may irritate the stomach lining, causing heartburn, acid reflux, or general discomfort. For older adults who already experience digestive sensitivity, even small amounts can trigger unpleasant symptoms. This doesn't mean garlic must be completely removed from your meals. Cooking garlic can soften its effects, making it gentler on the stomach, while preserving many of its health benefits. However, seniors on blood thinners or managing digestive issues should consult their healthcare provider before making garlic a regular part of their diet. Health isn't just about what we eat, but how our body responds to it. For seniors, knowing when a superfood becomes a stressor can make all the difference between healing and harm. 6. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are a beloved ingredient in countless dishes, known for their bright flavor and rich lycopene content. But for many seniors, this vibrant fruit can quietly become a source of discomfort. Tomatoes are naturally high in acidity, and when cooked, especially in sauces or soups, that acidity intensifies. For older adults, prone to acid reflux or GERD, this can trigger frequent heartburn, chest discomfort, and digestive upset. Moreover, tomatoes belong to the nightshade family, a group of plants that contain alkaloids, which may contribute to inflammation in susceptible individuals. For seniors with arthritis or joint pain, consuming tomatoes regularly might worsen stiffness or flare-ups, particularly when eaten in large quantities or processed forms like tomato paste. That doesn't mean tomatoes must be banned from your plate. Opting for low-acid varieties, such as yellow or orange tomatoes, and balancing them with non-acidic foods can help reduce their impact. Cooking methods also matter. Roasting tomatoes with olive oil and herbs may ease digestio, and while preserving their nutritional value. For older adults, managing inflammation or digestive concerns, being selective with tomato intake isn't about restriction. It's about respect for your body's changing needs. Making thoughtful adjustments today can lead to greater comfort and long-term wellness. 7. Radishes. Radishes are often admired for their crisp texture and peppery bite, adding flair to salads and side dishes. But beneath their sharp flavor lies a challenge for older adults with sensitive digestion. These root vegetables contain natural compounds that can irritate the stomach lining, triggering gas, bloating, and abdominal discomfort, symptoms that tend to intensify with age. For seniors already dealing with digestive issues or conditions like IBS, radishes can worsen flare-ups and create lingering discomfort after meals. Adding to the concern, radishes also possess mild diuretic properties. While this can be beneficial in some cases, it may disrupt fluid balance or interact poorly with medications, especially in those managing kidney issues or on prescribed diuretics. Cooking radishes can soften both their texture and intensity, making them gentler on the digestive tract. Still, for many, the risks may outweigh the rewards if radishes frequently cause discomfort. It's wise to substitute them with milder alternatives like cucumbers or steamed zucchini. At any stage of life, eating should be an experience of nourishment and ease. For seniors, that means listening closely to the body's response and choosing foods that support, not disturb, daily comfort. 8. Chard. Chard, with its bold colors and dense nutritional profile, often earns a place on the superfood list, rich in vitamins C and K as well as magnesium and potassium. It seems like an ideal choice for aging bodies. However, beneath its leafy surface lie concerns that seniors shouldn't ignore. One of the primary issues is its high oxalate content. These naturally occurring compounds can bind with calcium in the body, increasing the risk of kidney stone formation, particularly dangerous for those with a history of kidney issues. Another concern is chard's vitamin K content. While essential for blood clotting and bone health, excess vitamin K can interfere with anticoagulant medications. Seniors on blood thinners like warfarin may unknowingly reduce the effectiveness of their treatment by consuming large amounts of chard regularly. That doesn't mean chard must be completely avoided. Cooking it can help reduce its oxalate levels and make it easier to digest. Still, portion control is vital, especially for those with dietary restrictions or kidney-related conditions. For seniors, nutrition should be powerful, but not risky. Choosing foods with awareness ensures that every bite supports health, rather than silently complicating it. In the case of chard, caution can be just as important as nutrients. 9. Onions. Onions are a kitchen essential, celebrated for their depth of flavor and versatility in everything from soups to stir-fries. But for older adults, particularly those with sensitive stomachs, onions can be more troublesome than they appear. While onions contain sulfur compounds that can irritate the digestive tract, leading to heartburn, bloating, and acid reflux, issues that become more common with age. These symptoms may seem minor at first, but when experienced frequently, they can disrupt sleep, reduce appetite, and affect overall comfort. The strong flavor and aroma of raw onions also intensify their digestive impact, making them especially problematic for seniors managing GERD or other gastrointestinal conditions. Cooking onions can reduce their harshness, breaking down the sulfur content and making them easier to digest. Still, some individuals may remain sensitive, especially when consuming large portions or heavily seasoned dishes. For those affected, milder options such as shallots, green onions, or cooked leeks can offer similar culinary benefits without the unwanted side effects. As we age, even simple ingredients deserve a second look. Being mindful of how common foods affect our bodies ensures that meals continue to nourish without causing distress. In the case of onions, gentler choices can go a long way in preserving daily comfort. Aging doesn't mean giving up variety or flavor, it means choosing wisely, especially when it comes to vegetables. While greens and roots remain essential for longevity, not all of them suit the changing physiology of a body over 60. What once energized you might now trigger discomfort, spike your blood sugar, or interfere with your medications. And the most dangerous part, these effects often build slowly and noticed until they begin to wear down your well-being. That's why mindful eating becomes more powerful with age. Knowing your body, your conditions, and your sensitivities allows you to build meals that heal instead of harm. Cooking methods, portion control, and food pairings can make a world of difference. Roasting instead of frying, steaming instead of boiling, and balancing acidic foods with alkaline ingredients are not just culinary techniques. They are acts of self-care. You don't have to fear vegetables, you just need to understand which ones demand caution and how to prepare them to fit your needs. Health at this stage of life isn't about strict rules. It's about flexibility, awareness, and informed choices. Your plate can still be full of color, flavor, and nourishment, just with a bit more wisdom guiding every bite. If this video gave you new insights or made you rethink your daily meals, comment number 1. If you believe there's room for improvement, drop a number 2. We value your voice. And if you care about your long-term health or have loved ones over 60, hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on life-changing tips. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon in another story that could transform the way you eat, live, and thrive.